Hey everybody, welcome to Potato Shot Podcast. We're doing a watch along with the PFL 4, the Claressa Shields Pro MMA debut. It's right now we're in the co-main event, the final round of the Collard versus Letterbox Bach match. And Claressa Shields will be coming up right after this. But until then, we just wanted to go on and start going live. So if you can, please go click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It'll help us out. We would appreciate it too. So, overall, the PFL event tonight's been pretty good. I don't think there's been any finishes on this main card. It's all been running towards the.
It's all gone to decisions, but we've had some really good back and forth exchanges with some of the fights.
Right, there have been a couple fights that have been really good, but they've all went to the scorecards. So, but Claressa Shields is definitely the thing that's pulling people in. It's been pulling us in. I mean, obviously, look at this. We've got 31 people. I guess want to watch and hear about Claressa Shields, their Instagram.
Well, and she's been training with Holly Holm, and I think like I said, I think she's going to make a good transition here. I think her stand-up game is going to be unmatched in here. Obviously, I mean she's a champion boxer. Her biggest challenge, in my opinion, is going to just be what happens when and if she's taken to the ground. Because I mean, obviously the girl she's fighting's got to get her to the ground first. But we'll see. But I'm expecting good things from Claressa Shields. I'm expecting her to win. So
I do expect her to win, but they've put her into the ring with someone who's 3 wins, 6 losses. Her last win came in, I believe, 2016, and she's had like 1 fight a year since.
Well, he popped him right there. That was a good one.
Letterbox just gave a jab to Collard.
No, Collard.
Oh, was it Collard?
Yeah,
okay. Well, I saw him wiping his eye.
Snapped old Luderbox head back.
So if you've ever watched PFL, they have the strike speed, which is pretty neat. They have the arm strikes, the leg strikes, and total strikes, and it's constantly updated.
Well, and another neat thing that they have is they have their referees have eye cam glasses on. So there's times where you can actually get, and they don't necessarily cut to the referee's eye cam glasses during the actual fight, but like once the fight's over, they'll show footage of what the referee was seeing at particular points in the fight, and that's kind of neat too.
Right. So like we said, they've got 1 minute, 25 seconds before Claressa Shields going to be coming out for her MMA debut right here on PFL number 4. So if you haven't already, please go down there, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We would greatly appreciate it.
Oh, look here. We might have a submission, maybe. If he can get it. He's not in really good position.
Right.
Let's see. He's got almost a minute left. But he's not positioned well. Oh, look at this. Oh, up and down. Nice slam there. Luderbach just slammed Collard. We got about 30 seconds here left in this fight.
And it looks like Collard, he was also the guy who beat Anthony Pettis.
Yeah, beat on Showtime. It's been a solid fight. I don't see. I'd be surprised if the judges gave it to Luderbach.
Right.
Though Luderbach's made some very good. He's had some really good submission attempts. He had one real early on where it looked like he might have a choke. And Collard was able to survive. He held on and he didn't panic. The guy, it was probably very painful, I'm sure, but he knew he wasn't going to get put to sleep. He was in a good position, but aside from being painful, he stayed calm. He worked through it, whereas some of your greener fighters might have tapped out in the position that he was in. So it's impressive. Clay Collard's a decent fighter. I mean, both these guys were, but I liked his skill set. He was impressive. He was also not an emotionally driven fighter. He was very calm throughout the whole fight.
Right.
So now we're currently at a commercial break, and when we come back, they're going to render a decision in the fight we just finished up, and then it'll be on to Claressa Shields and her debut.
Correct.
Looking forward to that. So, like starting tonight really kind of kicks off going into the weekend. A big series of fights coming up.
Oh, yeah.
We got tonight. We got Claressa Shields debuting. Tomorrow is Bellator. And then, of course, Saturday, you got Nate Diaz, Leon Edwards.
Right.
209 be represented again, Stockton in the house. And then that's Alessandra and what's that guy's name? He's the rematch with him.
Vetria. I can't remember the guy.
I know the guy's name. I butchered. I definitely could not do Bruce Buffer's job because I butcher these names something fierce. Now, if that was a job, butchering people's names, I could be a six-figure employee.
Absolutely.
Oh. We'll see how we do here. Another cool thing PFL does is when they're going to a decision, they'll get the fans, how the fans voted, the fight went. Randy Couture and Kenny Florian are doing commentary, and they'll show who they've picked as the winner.
Right.
And then, of course, it'll show the judges. And so that's kind of neat to kind of see how everybody was viewing the fight. Of course, most of the fights, again, that we've watched tonight have been pretty clear as to who were winning. It wasn't a close fight to where you felt like it could go either way. So the fights have been pretty cut. I don't want to say cut and dry, but I guess for lack of a better word, they've been cut and dry. You pretty much kind of knew who was winning the fight.
Absolutely. There's been a question asked if we're going to be showing the fight, if we're going to stream the fight. I just wanted to say that we won't be streaming the fight because that would be breaking the law. It would be a piracy issue. And I would love to be able to flip our camera around, but, that's the way it's going to be, and that's all I'm going to say. I'll say it one time, the one time only. We're just going to be talking about it as it's playing, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And if not, well, that's the way it is. To watch this fight, you have to watch it on ESPN Plus, or you can watch it on ESPN2. That's where this fight's taking place. PFL's is
right.
there.
Yeah, this is not a pay-per-view.
Correct.
So, interesting little side note too for those of you that may be fans of pro wrestling. Lillian Garcia is the ring announcer for PFL, and so that's a familiar face for those of you that've ever watched WWE.
What time are we going to turn myself on?
I don't know, about 11:30.
You didn't grab one or something?
Huh?
You didn't get these?
Check. I'll check the.
So right now they're still just making the announcement. It's a split decision.
Here we go. So Clay Collard won the fight by split decision.
So he'll be moving into the playoffs of this PFL league. So now it's time. Claressa Shields, it'll be gearing up, and she'll be making that march for her first time in here.
And guys, let me say this. If there's one thing I know for sure is competition is a good thing. I know back when Strikeforce was around, Strikeforce started really growing and was starting to give UFC a run for its money. And of course, obviously, Strikeforce ended up ultimately being bought out by UFC. But I want groups like PFL. I want Bellator. I want bare knuckle fighting. I want all of those to be successful and to continue to grow, because at one time UFC was so top heavy with talent. You had, you had a lot of guys that, I want to see these guys fighting, but they ain't got but so many spots. And I think being able to, for the fighters to be able to move around, and like, for example, like, Anthony Pettis is here, Almighty Mouse is over in one championship, competition is a good thing. So, when you can support these organizations, check them out. I mean, if you enjoy MMA fighting, this is a great way to watch guys that you may not currently be able to see, and start learning about, because eventually.
Well, the thing is, you can bring in a union all day long. You can bring in a fighter association. But if you have actual places where these guys can go and make actual money, that's going to be, look, all you have to do is look at WCW, NWA, back when professional wrestling was territories, or even when it was Monday Night Wars. You had WWE, you had ECW, you had New Japan. They were competing to get these big stars over there. And that's how you're going to have to do it. So you got to support these smaller leagues, and if you like them, and if you really want to see it grow, you got to support the smaller leagues. Otherwise, what you're going to get is you're going to get a top-heavy UFC, and they're going to give the fighters like John Jones, Francis Ngannou. That's the fight that people want to watch.
Yes.
But
that's
they don't want to make the deal.
They want.
And I get John Jones wanting more money. He should get more money, because a lot of people, if 1 million people paid for the Logan Paul Mayweather, I'll guarantee you well over 1 million would pay for that one. It could be a big
John
big
Jones
draw.
John Jones is, anybody that follows the sport knows, John Jones has had his demons that he's had to bear. But when you talk about just phenomenal fighter, I mean, it's hard to picture somebody else that's had a better run than John Jones. I mean, the guy's just that good, and obviously later in the game he's going and stuff like that. The fights aren't as easy as they used to be for him. He's fighting bigger guys. He's fighting younger guys. He's and Ngannou, I mean, I don't care who you are in the MMA world. That man right there is a threat.
Right.
That is a beast. And and then not only that, I mean, taking Ngannou, I mean, yeah, everybody wants to see that fight. There was talk of Stipe fighting John Jones. I mean, there's some interesting fights for him at heavyweight. Boy, Claressa Shields got some good hands.
I tell you, even though I know this lady's on a losing streak, Elkin.
Yes.
I'll put money on it. They've been training to take her down. If she tries to stand and box with this lady.
Yes. If Elkin's game plan is to box the boxer,
right,
done.
Right. It'll be an early
night for Claressa Shields, because she's going to lay that lady out. It's just like when James Toney fought Randy Couture. Randy Couture absolutely came out the gate and immediately took him to the ground. Right. Had he tried to stand and do any type of striking with James Toney would have eaten him for lunch.
Correct.
I mean, well, and then take Tim Silva. Who was it he fought?
Was that Ray Mercer?
I think it was Ray Mercer.
And they made a handshake agreement in the back, because Tim Silva could not get a boxing license. So they said they had to do MMA rules. Then they did the handshake agreement. He wouldn't take him down. And the first thing he did was throw a kick. And Ray Mercer knocked him out.
Oh, and not just knocked him out. I mean, that was a nasty knockout. Yeah. So, hey, everybody, if you haven't already, please go down there and click that subscribe button. I would love to, we would love to have us to subscribe to us, help us out a little bit.
And if you want to watch it, actually see it, it's on ESPN Plus, or you can go to ESPN2, and that's where you get to actually watch the fight. Just to let you fine folks know. I'm kind of excited for this. I didn't think I'd be as excited to watch Claressa Shields fight as I am. I hope she does well. I want to see her come in. She seems like she's been taking took a year to train with down there Jackson Winklejohn.
Well, and she talked about how Holly Holm was an inspiration for this move.
Right.
And so I mean she wants to, at the end of the day, she's one of these fighters that's looking to always challenge herself, push herself. And it's definitely something I think that it's exciting because, I mean, she's going to be one of the few athletes that she is successful and goes after the gold. She'll be a two-sport champion.
Right.
So it'll be good. I think, I'm excited to see what she does. Of course, obviously the challenge is she's very well versed in striking. And quite frankly, for as many years as she's got in striking, she's going to face people that have that kind of experience with grappling and wrestling and things of that nature. So, I mean, she is kind of coming in, a little late in the game as far as that's concerned. But, I mean, that's not anything she can't get past. I mean,
right.
There's a lot of professional fighters that are not proficient in one area or another. Key to it is, I mean, well, let's be honest here. Chuck Liddell used to wrestle back in the day.
Right.
But I challenge you to find any of his fights that were ground fights.
But the only thing that he did was he would stand, like he would have good, like, defense and just standing up.
Well, right. But what I'm saying though is he knew enough to be able to get up, but his goal was to get up. He never got taken to the ground and then remained on the ground, at least not on his own choice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And he definitely was not shooting to take people down.
Right.
Chuck was a straight up striker all the way around. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, at some point you're going to run into somebody during her course of her career. And she might see that tonight, but she's going to run into somebody that's going to want to take her to the ground.
Now, if you saw, they were putting her up as a brown belt jiu-jitsu.
The girl,
Elkin, Brittany Elkin, yes. But that don't mean, here's 3-division champion.
And all right, Claressa Shields making her walk to the ring. This is it.
She's going to do good. I feel
really
that because she is, she's still in her prime.
Oh, absolutely.
So unlike James Toney, who was coming in right there near the tail end of his career, it wasn't like he was the James Toney of, and he wasn't even taking it serious. Because from my understanding, he went in there just.
All right, Claressa
just
Shields
boxing.
Now in the ring. She's in the cage. It's go time. Getting ready to do the announcements. This is what we've been waiting on.
She's from Flint, Michigan, according to the documentary that was on this ESPN Plus. Leg reach. Okay. So everything, height, weight, arm reach, leg reach, goes towards Brittany Elkin. 26.
Well, weight is the same.
Weight's the only thing it's the same. How do you think they look? You think
Well,
nerves
right now they've got their game face on. Claressa Shields, I mean, she looked very composed with her walk to the ring. You know, honestly, this is not her first time making a walk under pressure.
right?
So you know, she's carrying herself like she's been there before. The other girl's got a, you know, just a straight face. I mean, I'm sure there's nerves for her as well.
Right. You know, the thing is about Claressa Shields, was almost like when Brock Lesnar showed up. I know she might not have been in the WrestleMania crowd,
Right.
but she's been in bigger crowds.
Correct.
So in turn, the nerves have not.
Well, the nerves,
she can put them to the side.
Yeah, I think the nerves for her are a little different this time around, just because she's dealing with something outside of her element. It's not pure boxing. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. All right, we're underway. Let's see what we got. See, that's something she's going to have to. Elkin just threw a couple kicks there, head kicks. She didn't get close, but that's, you know, she threw some straight kicks. That's something that Claressa Shields has not had to contend with up to this point.
It'll be interesting.
But it's going to be interesting. She's already, Elkins is already setting up. You can tell she's wanting to do head kicks. Woo! Boy, Claressa Shields just put one down the pipe, and boy, she'd have connected.
She's throwing hard.
She's thrown two so far that did not connect, but boy, they had some heat on them. If she would have connected, that would have. Oh,
okay.
Right,
there
All right.
She gets taken down.
Elkin took Claressa Shields down, but she's got her back against the cage. Now the question's going to be, can Claressa Shields get up from here? So far, Claressa's being.
Oh, that's how you go.
There you go.
Punch side of the head.
Do some punches to the side of the head. She's.
Boy, she's working to the back. Elkin's on top still. See how she slowly get.
Up. Look.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Claressa's made it up. Getting her underhooks under. Elkin's trying to do another sweep. Looks like Claressa's defending against it pretty good. She's doing some strikes to the body right now. They're stumbling. Back down to the ground. Claressa on top.
All right.
Oh, and she is raining down punches.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
Man, she is. Hold on now. Now they're fighting back against the fence again. All right, Elkin's reversed, and now Elkin's back on top. That was good.
Now she's got wrist control. Elkin's
got wrist control.
She's got her wrist.
Got her pushed against
her
the cage.
right wrist. Yep.
Let's see. Elkin has Claressa Shields pretty much or close to similar to the same kind of positioning Brock Lesnar had Frank Mir in. All right, Claressa Shields has improved her position somewhat. She's on her back, but she's fully mounted right now. But she's
got her hooks in.
She's got
Elkin has the hooks in.
Yeah, Elkin's got hooks in under the leg, but Shields is she's sprawling. She's trying to get out from underneath. And she's trying to push out. Elkin is pretty much flattened out on top of her and got her legs tied up to where she's got a pretty good base on Shields right now. But Shields is showing some explosive energy trying to get out. So you got about 1:45 still left here in the first round.
Boy, Elkin's on top. She's controlling it pretty good.
Yeah. Flattened out again. Shields has got her pulled down pretty tight. So Shields is not really taking any damage right now on the ground. And she's defending good.
She's working. Elkin's working.
But Elkin is having to work to hold her down for sure.
Right.
So it's not really a easy fight
now
here.
she's
Now Elkin was starting to get some punches in there. Yeah.
She's switching for something.
She's gonna try and go for getting her wrapped up there. Oh, okay.
She's pretty.
45 seconds. That's all Claressa's got to hold on for.
All right, now she's
got full mount.
She's up against the fence.
Well, Claressa's pulled her back down on her because she had set up and was raining. Elkin was raining down punches on Claressa Shields. She's got full mount on her still. Claressa's trying to get out from underneath her, but again, she's got such a wide base there. 20 seconds left.
She should be able to make it out
should
of
be
this.
able to survive the round because she's really moving underneath, trying to improve her position. She's throwing punches from the bottom.
Right.
So less than 10 seconds now. I don't see Claressa. I don't see this ending. I see her making it out.
All right, that's the end of the
first
first round.
Over.
2 more rounds.
2 more rounds. Obviously, the round didn't go the way Claressa Shields needs it to go. That was definitely a challenging round for her. But that's what she's going to face coming into this.
And you got to figure they put her in there with someone. Had she went in there with a Kayla Harrison, who was a medalist in the Olympics with judo, who is their champion, Kayla Harrison would have already beat her. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. But she's got to start somewhere. So if you haven't already, please go click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell on our YouTube channel. We'd greatly appreciate it. We got other things coming here very soon. And we got the podcast. It's on Apple, Google Play, Podbean, so many other places. So please go over there, subscribe to that. Leave us a 5-star rating, whatever you can do. Help us out. Thanks. All right.
You talk about Claressa Shields, and you're right. All right, getting ready to start for round 2. Here we go.
I would have liked to have seen them not cut to a commercial. I would have liked to have seen them stay there
talking.
Yeah, what was her corner saying to her?
So Claressa Shields just threw a leg kick. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Claressa Shields, as far as energy is concerned.
Ooh. Oh, geez.
Wow.
Too big, right?
2-piece right there, buddy.
Very
Claressa Shields,
good.
yeah, looked great. And she looks fresh. She looks just as good right now going into the second round as she did in the first round. Boy, she just lit her up. Come on now.
Did that hurt her, you think, a little bit?
I don't know that it hit like that, but it hurt her enough. All right, she stuffed her. Just tried another takedown. Claressa Shields just sprawled.
Hopefully she can get up. All right,
yes! Oh, she got a little too aggressive. A little too aggressive.
Come on, get up.
All right, so now Elkin got. So Claressa Shields was just
looking
a little excited and kind of overshot her a little bit. And
now she's getting crucified almost.
She's on the bottom, and Elkin unfortunately has a really strong side control on her, and Claressa Shields is she's trying to get to the cage, and she's moving that way. But wow.
Now we're going back. We're 3 minutes, 25 seconds into it. And
she's got full mount.
Elkin's back on top of.
Starting to rain down punches.
But Shields will tie her up a little bit. She's trying to bridge her off. She looked good for a minute.
Well, all right, let me say this. They said that the girl Elkin is a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Okay? If she's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, why has she not already finished Claressa Shields?
Right.
I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. She's pulled Claressa Shields into her world, and I'm not making light of that. But just a lot of times, man, they brag about these guys being having these different belts and whatnot. And let me tell you something. I've rolled with guys that are proficient in jiu-jitsu, and those guys make it look easy, you know. And of course, I realize too. She's fighting a world class athlete and this, that, and the other. But still, Claressa Shields does not have the knowledge that this girl has.
Right.
So, but at any rate, being here or there, though, one thing she has done is when she gets Claressa down, she smothers her. She takes her down. She develops a wide base. She maintains full mount. She's got her, chest and stomach area on Claressa's head. Then she'll sit up. She'll throw some punches. But, and then, of course, Claressa's keeping her pulled down and tight, which is good because that way, the closer in she is, the less likely she's going to throw a punch. It's going to really do that much damage. But they got about a minute and a half left in here in the second round. Unfortunately, a fight like this does not translate in. Oh, Claressa's trying to sneak out the back. Right. No, she stopped her.
Well, we have a comment there that says brown belt isn't a high class though. Honestly, but Claressa Shields has no belt, so in turn it's higher than what she has. So in turn, I think she has enough knowledge of what to do just to hold Claressa Shields down. Because when they were on their feet just at the beginning of this round, Shields looked to be very powerful punches, and she got her right to the deck.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. If you watch when the Diaz brothers take somebody to the ground and watch how they work, or Brian Ortega, somebody like that, they're dangerous on their back. BJ Penn back in the day.
Right.
These guys, when they went to the ground, they were working, looking for submissions. Now, obviously, Elkin is looking just to do punishment here. I mean, she's trying to strike on the ground. I mean, that's what her ultimate goal is. And I'm by no means am I saying that she's not good at what. Now she goes for an arm bar.
She got an arm bar.
No, she got loose. Claressa got loose.
She's going up. She's
up.
She's up. But she needs
to
get up.
Yeah, she needs to get up. She's raining punches right now. It's side punches on the head.
Elkin has
got 8 seconds left. Claressa's on top, raining punches.
Yep.
Boy, these are some strong strikes here.
But she's got that one leg, so she can't really get up.
She couldn't get up, but boy, Claressa finished strong in that round. And that was a good job getting out of that armbar attempt there by.
Now they're going to go to a commercial, which I wish they would stay there so you could hear what her camp would be telling her to do. But if you haven't already, once again, this was another time. Please click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We would love to have you.
Look for us on Twitter, Instagram.
Yes.
Potato Shop PC on Twitter.
And right there, you can see everything.
Potato Shop Podcast on Instagram.
And then if you go to Apple iTunes, Google Play, we have weekly podcasts.
Yep.
And Podbean. We would love for you to go over there, listen to us, help us out.
And we're not just, and our content's not just MMA. We talk pro wrestling, MMA, pop culture, a little bit of everything. If it's something that interests us, we talk about it.
So, 2 fight. Claressa Shields is going to have to win this round.
At the end of the day, going into this third round, my opinion, Claressa Shields has to finish this girl in this round to win it because the girl has basically outscored Claressa Shields.
She's controlled her.
Because she's controlled the fight.
Correct.
Right. All right. Let's see what we do.
What's it say down there? Verdict fan.
Boom! Got her in the face. That was good.
And there she goes.
And there she goes again. As soon as she gets a strike.
And Shields. She's fighting. Come on. All right.
She's stuffing her.
Ref
did a good job of
the
blocking
total
the
strikes are very close. All right, Claressa finally got.
Oh,
whoa! She better watch out. Is that?
Well, no, that was a punch. She's allowed to punch. Look at there.
She's tied her up.
Punch her. Make the ref stop it. She's not defending herself.
She's just holding on to Claressa Shields' leg.
I know. She's not defending her punches at all, but I guess she's working. So, come on, Shields. Come on.
Yeah,
well, come on. Get it?
Come on. I hope to see her stand up.
There we go. Come on.
I guess as long as she's holding the leg, they're not going to stop it.
I guess. Well, I mean, I guess you could make the argument that she's really in trouble, though.
Right, if she's holding
I mean,
her
I'm
leg.
not the ref standing there watching it, so just because she's getting tapped doesn't mean she's in trouble of. Oh, here we go. Now she's got her on side. Clarissa's on top, raining down punches. Elkin has not defended any of these punches. All she's done is held on to Clarissa's
All right, now
leg.
she's let go of the leg.
All
right, now it's over. Now she's covering up. Now
Keep punching. All right,
all
that's
right,
it.
there we
Ref
go.
waves it off. Claressa Shields wins.
Correct. Boy, that was
She did it in the
close.
last round. That was a close fight, but Claressa Shields pulled it off.
She had 3:16 left on the clock. Excellent fight.
Fantastic.
I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. Claressa Shields was really put to the test. She stayed in it. Her punching was the factor.
Right.
Even on the ground, her punching was what drove that victory.
And I would actually like to, like I said, what you said there, she needs to jab and run. That's what she was trying to do, it seemed like. But Elkin kept jumping in, grabbing her leg. Boy, had she not finished her, I do not think she would have won this fight. So I'm happy to see.
I'm happy for Claressa
I
Shields,
like her.
but she was in a do-or-die situation because if she did not finish her in that round, that was the end of it.
Claressa,
was it a three-round fight?
Yeah, it was a 3-round fight.
Okay.
Claressa Shields won by stoppage. Third round, she had 3:16 left in the third round. She just was laying strikes to her, and the ref stopped her. So Claressa Shields has won the fight. Absolutely, she was down 2-1. We believe had she not finished her, she would have lost.
Claressa Shields,
absolutely.
What Elkin took her to the ground in the first two, and even though she didn't really do much damage to Claressa Shields, she was dominant. She was controlling the fight, and she was out. Basically, she was outscoring Claressa Shields, and that's why she was losing. But that was really impressive the way Claressa stayed with it. She never panicked. It's very clear she's listened to her camp, because she knew that when she was sprawling when she was supposed to. She didn't panic on the ground.
Right.
And it wasn't pretty, but she got the job done.
It was a great comeback. We were very happy with that. I'm glad that she took that year and was like, she was being serious with this. Unlike, as we were talking earlier, you had James Toney, who tried to fight Randy Couture, and he did not take it serious. Claressa did take it serious, and I'm happy to see that she won.
I'm very happy to see that she won.
She's still a young lady, so she's not going. It's not like we're seeing this lady who's not in her prime.
This Claressa, now where the challenge lies for her is she's not a new to the sport. Yes, she is new to the sport, but what it comes down to is she's coming in with a big name already. She's a champion in boxing, 3 weight divisions. She's gold medalist in the Olympics, I believe. There's a pedigree that she's bringing to the game, and so the fights for her are not going to get easier. They're going to get harder.
Right.
Because the expectation is just like when Brock Lesnar joined the UFC. He came in as a high pedigree wrestler, and he had name recognition from his time in WWE, and so in turn, what's going to happen is that if she continues this path, is they're going to the fights are going to get more challenging, and if she looks to go for the championship title, which she has expressed that's her that's the end goal for her.
Right.
She's absolutely going to have to continue, but she showed promise.
Right.
I definitely feel confident that if she continues to work and master the craft, she's going to do good. I think she'll do really good.
Absolutely. So real quick, final time. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Click the notification bell. Go over to Twitter. Follow us at Potato Shop PC. Instagram, we're Potato Shop Podcast. And then go on to iTunes or to Google Play, Apple Podcast now, where you got our weekly podcast there. We would love for you to subscribe to that. Give us a 5-star review. Help us out. And if you subscribe to us on YouTube, please let us know.
Hey, real quick, they're showing the punch speed for the top 3 strikes or 3 fighters' strike speeds tonight. Fastest speed was 24 miles an hour. That was Brendan Lahout. Anyway, Claressa Shields threw a punch that was 19 miles an hour.
Correct.
And that may not sound like a lot, but I promise you, if you get hit in the head with a 19-mile-an-hour fist, that's going to hurt.
Well, for what it was worth, Elkins did a very good job. I thought she was about to win it.
Elkins did.
Yeah.
But again, the deciding factor was just Claressa Shields and her punching power. And it was very clear when Claressa Shields made contact with Elkin, it hurt. And
Right.
Elkin did not want to get hit anymore. That's why she kept taking her to the ground, which I don't blame her. But Shields finished strong. It was very good. It was exciting, you know. It was nice. It was. I'm really happy for her to see her come in to. And you know what else is fun too is the fact that a boxer has transitioned into MMA and fought somebody, being taken down. You know what I'm saying? Claressa Shields had to overcome being taken down, fighting off of her back. You know, Elkin went for some submission attempts, and she fought out of it. So it's nice. Claressa Shields really represented.
She got lucky. Let's be honest. I mean, in the end of the day, I'm happy she won. She got lucky. And I'm glad they didn't throw her in there with a lion. Like I said, had they thrown her in there with someone like Kayla Harrison, she definitely would have not been making it to the 3rd round. So, but
well, and you make a fair point, but I would also say that if you took Kayla Harris and put her over in boxing, if she went and fought Claressa Shields over in a pure boxing match, I don't think Kayla Harris finishes.
No, if it was a boxing match,
Right.
No, absolutely not. All right.
Fantastic. That was a good fight.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. We're going to wrap it up now. Thank you for watching.
Check us out on Twitter,
Yep.
Instagram. Check out our podcast. You know, we talk about a lot of fun things.
Yep. So until the next time, we will talk to you later. Please go subscribe to YouTube. Hit that notification bell. See you later.